In this video, I'm gonna show you how to perform good morning exercise, which is a great exercise to target your hamstrings, your glute, your spinal rectors, your back muscles. But to be honest with you, I personally didn't like to do this exercise in the past because I felt like it was hurting my back and I was not able to engage my muscles properly. But I knew that this is a great exercise, like I said, for your hamstrings, glute, your back, and also a great supplemental exercise to enhance your squat and deadlift. But I recently come back to this exercise because I improved some of those technical details in that lift. And now I love this exercise. So today I'm gonna share with you how to perform this exercise correctly to keep your back safe and to engage those muscles properly. So let's get started. Okay, so let's go over first the upper body position, how the barbell is positioned on your back. So when you're performing this exercise, you wanna create tightness in your upper back. So what that means is you wanna retract your shoulder blades, your scapulas, and then I like to bring the elbows down because if your upper back is loose, then your whole spine is gonna be rounded and you can injure yourself. So position your feet, or your hands, not like shoulder width apart approximately. The barbell should be between your upper back muscles, between your real delts and your trap, not on your neck, right? On your upper back. Now, your hands should not be too wide because then you're gonna lose tightness in your upper back. But you also don't wanna be too close. If you feel pain or pinching in your shoulders, then don't be too close. Find a comfortable position. Also, I like to keep ideally my hands straight, not like this where your hands are in this position, right? Because then, if you have a high weight on your wrist and there's nothing to support that, you can injure your wrist. So I like to keep my wrist straight as much as possible. So again, retract your shoulder blades, position the barbell on your upper back muscles. Take a deep breath, step maybe 2-3 steps back. Now from this position, you're gonna create tightness in your body. So you wanna take a deep breath to create intra-abdominal pressure. And then you're gonna bring your hips back. I like to look up, keep your spine straight and flat, hips back, until you feel that stretch in your hamstrings, and until the position where your chest is almost parallel or is parallel towards the floor. Now, on the way down, I like to hold my breath, so take a deep breath, hold, and then exhale on the way up. It's very important also to learn how to hip hinge properly, because good morning is a hip hinge variation, it's not a squat variation. When we're squatting, we're going up and down with the body. When the barbell is aligned with the middle of your foot. Hip hinge is when you're bending in the waist. So we did a video about how to hip hinge, so the link is gonna be included in the video. So learn that first. Second thing is when you're approaching this exercise, start with a lighter weight. Maybe just a PVC pipe so you can practice the technique. Then transition to barbell only to make sure that you're doing this exercise properly and safely, and then increase the weight over time gradually. Make sure you're warming up properly. Now, common mistakes when people doing this exercise. When they're doing this exercise, they're rounding their back like this. Some people losing tension in the spine, and they have the type of a kyphotic posture when they're rounding their back. So that's obviously not good because you're gonna injure your lower back. Some people also, when they are in this position, they squat hinging, meaning they kind of like bringing their hips back and they're squatting in the same time. They're kind of doing that type of motion. So that's not good, right? So avoid those mistakes. So good morning is a hip hinge variation where you're bending in the waist. So you have to really know how to master hip hinge position, because that's gonna help you not only with good mornings, but many other exercises like stiff leg deadlift, bent over rows, things like that. Squat variation is a little bit different. You're just kind of lowering yourself with your legs up and down with your body, where the bar is aligned with the mid-foot. That's when you're doing a squat. So the first prerequisites when you're doing a good morning is knowing how to hip hinge properly. So you wanna make sure that your back is straight, You're creating tightness in your core, in your upper back. You have to know how to position your hands on the bar and the barbell on your upper back. And you have to know how to hip hinge, where you're bringing your hips back and you're softly bending your knees. If you don't feel your hamstrings during the good morning exercise, keep your chest more proud and bring your hips more back and bend your knees a little bit less to get that stretch in the hamstrings. Like I said, common mistakes during this exercise when people do is they kind of like squat hinging or they're rounding the upper back. If you're gonna do that, you might injure your lower back, you might create some tightness in your lower back. So again, when you're starting this exercise, start with the lighter weight, warm up properly, make sure your technique is correct, and then slowly build up with weights over time.